Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Peyton Anderson with Next Level Athletes. I am thrilled to have Ivory Durham on the podcast today. Ivory is coming off this past season for Valdosta State, where he threw for 3,425 yards with 32 touchdowns, 128 rushes for 1,012 yards with 13 touchdowns, but he even caught a pass for a touchdown. On top of this, he threw for a season-high 415 yards against West Florida. Ivory, first of all, thanks so much for coming on today.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be.
Of course. First, take you back to your recruitment process coming out of high school. What stood out to you most? What did you find most challenging? But ultimately, what led you to Valdosta State?
Well, I would say what led me here, I would say coaching staff, Kate Bell and Karen Bell. I came from my visit and it just felt like home. And that's all I really thrive myself off is basically like a family and a home and environment that you feel safe and wanted pretty much. And Valdosta State wanted me. And that was the process through that. But recruiting process, I would say it really wasn't stressful. It got stressful at times, but it really wasn't that stressful, I would say. I had probably like 3-4 offers coming out, and the rest were like people wanted me to receive and stuff like that. But once they offered me, I committed. I want to say probably like 2 weeks after. So I wanted to visit, and it felt like home. So that's why I'm here.
Of course. And I'm looking back at your high school career. You threw for over 5,500 yards, 67 total passing touchdowns, as well as 11 rushing touchdowns. Not only did you accomplish those type of numbers, but you also helped lead Raines High School to the state title and named Florida 4A Player of the Year. With that being said, what would you say you miss most about high school in general, but also your all-time favorite memory?
I would say probably one thing I miss about high school is just walking through the halls. I probably walking through the halls, seeing all my teammates and my friends. I would say just living pretty much. I think that's something that I miss. And I want to say my favorite moment, I would say winning that state championship game. It was a big moment for me, and it was the start of something special that continued. And I bring it to Valdosta to just winning attitude.
Of course. And share with us your initial thoughts and expectations coming to the program when you first arrived on campus. What was your first thoughts about the school in general, but also when you first got into practices? What was the initial outlook coming into the program?
Well, just coming to the program, I just wanted to show them that I'm the person that they recruited. And I was a great quarterback and a great young man and a great leader at that point. And I've grew and I've became that great quarterback and that great leader. And I'm still working on the leadership part because it's always room for improvement at the end of the day. But coming on campus, it was a nice campus. The coaches, like I said, I felt wanted. And you always want to feel wanted, not where you just want to go type deal. So I felt wanted, and I felt like this was the place for me to be, as a place for you to just focus on what you're trying to do in life in general and just focus and leave the outside. Don't worry about the outside world pretty much. So it's a place to be.
Mm-hmm. And now that you've been in the program for some time now, expanding on what you kind of just talked about, has anything changed or shifted in your overall outlook and mindset on and off the field going forward? Or has it really stayed the same and you've just matured even more in what your outlook coming in, if that makes sense?
I would just say, like I said, maturity. That's all. I came in at 17, fresh off of school, and then I came taking summer classes. So I was a pup, as you say. I was a pup, and I'm 21 years old now. So I definitely grew, and I became the young man that I think I definitely want to become. And just growing is the goal at the end of the day, because everybody needs improvement at the end of the day. I'm not satisfied where I'm at right now. I feel like I still have room for improvement, and just leading my team, that's a big deal for me, and just being a leader. I want to finish leaving Valdosta State. I want to say he was one of the best quarterbacks and leaders to ever step foot in Valdosta State. So I want to leave a legacy here, and that's what I plan on really doing.
Mm-hmm. And while on the topic, what have you been working on improving the most regarding your overall game this current off season?
What I've been improving, I would say I've been just focusing on board work, pretty much just defenses, reading coverages pretty much. When it comes to the physical part, I've just been working on throwing, putting touch on the ball pretty much, and just basically just being a leader. That's one of my main goals, is just keep improving to be a leader. Because at the end of the day, these are guys are gonna follow me, so I have to be the one they look to when it's time for crunch time, and I need to know that I'm ready at the end of the day. So I've been working on basically board working, just being a great leader.
And additionally, without sharing too much or causing any trouble, what can fans and others expect not only from the team as a whole going forward, but also from yourself?
You can expect pretty much the same thing that you expected last year, but just for us to be better than we were. Be the same team, but just a little better. That's all. Well, a lot better, pretty much. You're going to see you're going to see different faces, of course. We don't have the players that we had last year, but you're definitely going to see new faces, and it's going to be exciting just to come see the Blazers play.
And when talking about recruitment, NIL deals, all that stuff, transfer portal as well, it can get overwhelming for some, and it can maybe cause them to lose track of their end goal. That makes sense. Like, their real reason they're playing the game. But for you personally, with taking your recruitment process into consideration, what kind of advice do you have to guys? Just what can they expect going to college, even if it's D2, like what can they expect, and what kind of mindset can they have that's going to really help them going forward?
Well, one of the things that you said was don't lose focus. That's one of the things that you can do when you have to come here with a goal, and at the end of the day, you can't lose that sight at the end of the day. So just gotta focus. That's the main goal. You come here, everybody has dreams. So if you come here and one of your goals is to get to the NFL, for how long you're in the college, that's your goal. So you have to just stay focused. And the grades is the first thing that you got to take care of. Because without the grades, you can't play ball. So you have to take care of that first and just focus. Don't get sidetracked with nothing, because a lot of people don't get second chances. And so you have to take advantage of where you at and what you need to do. And I would say for the transfer portal and everything like that, just like with transfers, just when you find your place, you just stick to it, and it's not too late to just stick things out and just go with the flow until it's your time. Because at the end of the day, you have to be patient no matter where you go. So you have to get out and just stay focused. At the end of the day, don't get sidetracked.
And I'm transitioning over to life off the field. What's a typical day for you during the season, and a day during the off season like now?
Okay, a day during the season, I would say wake up, go to weights, o'clock in the morning, practice around 7:30, go to class, practice will end probably around 9 or 10 o'clock, probably 10 o'clock. You go to class 11 or whenever your classes are done for. And then usually for me, during the fall, it was wake up, and then it was go to class. And I was done with class, I want to say around probably 12. And I was right back at the field house looking at film, or probably on the field getting extra work. And then after that, it's basically like the day is yours for you to do your homework or schoolwork, any other things like that. And I'll say a day for me now, without football, I wake up, go to the field house, I work out, watch a little film, and then I go to class. And after that, I just go to the field house and just stay around and just basically just trying to build relationships with my coaches, because we do have new coaches now. So I'm building relationships with them and just watching the film and just doing the little stuff that make me better.
And on top of this, talk to us about your major. What's it about, the classes you've been taking for it, but more importantly, the reason why you chose in the first place.
My major is interdisciplinary studies, and it's basically I've been taking a lot of communications classes. And the reason I chose that major was basically because I can do anything with that major pretty much. But once my football career is over, at the end of the day, I want to be a coach, and I want to just basically like help the kids that how my coaches did for me. So I want to be a coach at the end of the day. So I'm getting taking communication classes, and I'm getting a minor in coaching. So that's where that is right there.
And from the moment you stepped on campus and became a part of the program, First off, what would you say has been your favorite or best moment, whether that be a rivalry game or something on the field or even something off the field?
I would say my favorite moment will be me. It was right before halftime. I think it was 2.5 seconds left on the clock, freshman year, and I ran a 50-yard scramble, and I scored right before half. That was probably the best college moment so far. So that definitely was a good atmosphere. That game was playing against West Georgia for the GSC championship. So that was very exciting for me my freshman year to be able to help my team out and show them that what I could do.
And additionally, what would you say has been the biggest piece of advice or something someone has told you that has resonated with you the most over the years?
I would say just be patient. Be patient and let God work, and it's going to happen. Just be patient. So I would think that's since I've been here, that's one of my teammates told me that just be patient and everybody gonna find out what you really can do. So you have to be patient, just stay focused.
And when talking about D2 football as a whole, what has been most rewarding for you so far playing for your school?
I would say I don't look at it as D2 is low or because I feel like we're getting it's the same atmosphere pretty much, it's the same environment. Of course, some D1s have bigger like schools and everything, but at the end of the day, we're getting the same look as for all the D1s. It's speaking up for like the NFL and everything. A lot of people are going to the league from D2. So really, I really see no different at the end of the day. It's just some people was blessed to be in D1. Some people was blessed to be in D2, D3.
Just a number?
What you say?
Is it just a number, basically?
At the end of the day, like God has a plan for all of us. So whichever road you want to take is up to Him at the end of the day. So I'm blessed to be here in this opportunity. I wouldn't, if I could go back, I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
Of course. And on top of that, focusing on Valdosta State and its program, for you personally, taking that into consideration, if you had one word or sentence to describe what the program means to you or what somebody can expect from it, what would that be?
I would say family.
Mm-hmm.
I would say family is just like a family to me. At the end of the day, I feel like this is where I've grown. I came in here at 17 and now I'm 21, and I just feel like Valdosta has made me. I feel like Valdosta has made me the man I am today. At the end of the day, so they seen the young me, and they're seeing the mature me now. So I feel like it's family.
Yeah, and talking about your life, and for everyone in life, they always have this special someone. Someone who's always been there for them, their biggest supporters. Who has that been for you in your life, and what would you have to share with them, if anything, if they were to be listening?
I would say my dad my bet. He's my biggest critic, but he's my biggest fan. At the end of the day, he's going to tell me when I'm doing wrong and when I'm doing right. At the end of the day, he's taught me the game of football, and I thank him for that. He's taught me how to be a man at the end of the day, and I give all my thanks to him. And we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish our goal that we have planned. It's just not about me. It's about, like I said, my family, and it's definitely about him. So we got to finish the goal.
Mm-hmm. And you were talking about this earlier, but when reflecting on your collegiate career and legacy once it comes to an end, how do you most want others to remember you for what you were on the field, but just as importantly as who you are off the field?
I want people to remember me as just a great leader and a great teammate and a great friend at the end of the day. And when it comes to football, I want to be remembered as one of the best to ever come through Valdosta State University.
Mm-hmm. And last question, what might be next for you in your future after college as an athlete and individual?
Well, after college, the goal is to train for pro day and finish the goal, which is to get to the NFL. But the job won't be done there. I still have to just finish, break records and things that I want to do that I have planned.
Of course. And once again, Ivory Durham, Valdosta State quarterback. Ivory, really appreciate you taking the time today, and wish you nothing but the best with your future, man.
Thank you.
Of course.